Hello Aquarius, thanks for joining me for the October free reading, Taroscope with Animal Totem card as always. I've started a new thing where I'm going to be giving out another additional card to my patrons. Not only will the patrons get the readings early, but there'll be an additional card. And for an $8 a month pledge, you'll get all 12 readings early and you'll get all 12 clarifier cards. This month the clarifying deck I'm going to use is called The Story Cards by Kathy Nichols. They're hand-painted, beautiful designs, and I really like them. The regular reading, as always, will be done with the Rock and Roll Tarot deck, followed by the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards. Okay, so let's get to it. You know, people were saying that I shuffle, I'll tell you what, I shuffle every time in between spreads. I just want to let people know that. And they were saying, well, you shouldn't shuffle like this. I shuffle like this in between the readings to kind of get rid of the energy from the other reading, and then I do the hand shuffling before starting the spread. Another thing I wanted to mention real quickly, for those of you that were the t-shirts in the UK and Germany, they're available now in the UK and Germany. They used to be available only in America, United States, so if you're in the UK and Germany and you have interest in the shirts, they are available. So what is the reading for? What is the message for Aquarius for October of 2018? Aquarius, wow, looks like you're going to have cause to celebrate. Some money's showing up. Aquarius, October 2018. Aquarius, October 2018. Aquarius. One more card for Aquarius. Alright, there it is. Okay, so these are the cards for Aquarius. Well, again, it looks like there's some reason to celebrate. You have the Three of Cups as the first card out. That's a beautiful card of happiness, celebration, people coming together. Sometimes it's women. It doesn't have to be though. And by the way, these cards, when you do the readings for the general public, male, female, queens aren't necessarily women, kings aren't necessarily men. It can apply to a lot of different people in your life. So keep that in mind. If the cards speak to you and you start seeing words standing out or they look like it says something else, that is a message directly to Spirit, from Spirit, and you should definitely pay attention to that. So a reason to celebrate or an event or holiday. Well, the big holiday, of course, in October is Halloween, All Hallows Eve. So there's that. So it could be all the way to the end of the month, but since it was the very first card out, it feels more like it's not all the way to the end of the month. So happiness and celebration. You finally see the way to go. The Two of Rods is like, I see the way to go. I see the direction I'm meant to go in. And the money card smack dab in the middle of it. The Ten of Pentacles is the big money card. You know, this is the big money card. It's a lot of money. So it could be an inheritance, could be you finally received some kind of payout or settlement or royalty, arrival. You know, you have arrived. The Three of Wands also is a very favorable card. It's a card of your ships are coming in. That's the old, you know, thing that goes along with the Three of Rods. Your ships are coming in. So you're seeing the fruits of your labor. I'm going to write that as your thing. The fruits of your labor. Excuse me. And you did it. I'm hearing I did it my way, like the old Frank Sinatra song. Because the Hierophant in reverse is here. So the Hierophant in reverse is always something that's kind of outside the norm, or outside the society's norms or structure or the usual way of doing things. But I don't feel like it's, sometimes when this card shows up, and this could be for some of you, but sometimes it means, well, you need to look at things a different way. You need to try a different approach. But in this case, it feels like you kind of had a hunch all along. You kind of had a feeling. You kind of knew, because the High Priestess is here. So you had this intuitive feeling that this was going to work out. And it's finally happening. You got 3 and 3 and 2 and 2. So you got 2 2s and 2 3s. So it could be something that was 2 to 3 months, 2 to 3 years in the making. And then, bam, it's coming. You've got the Chariot card here, too. That is the highest success card in the entire deck. I mean, you really have some big-time success cards showing up here, Aquarius. So this is looking really, really sweet for you. Strength is here, right below the seeing your ships coming in. Because this card, the Three of Rods here, you're seeing the ships coming in, but they're not quite there yet, you know. But you can see, you can almost touch it. It's so close you can touch it. So the Eight of, I was going to say the Eight of Pentacles, but it's actually the Strength card. That's saying, hang in there, it's coming, and your strength and your fortitude have paid off. I also feel for a lot of you that this is only part of it. Like, you're going to see some success, but that's not even the whole enchilada, that there's more even coming yet, that you even have more to come, and it's going to be big. It could be almost overwhelming for some of you. It's almost like too much too soon or too much to handle, but I know that you Aquarius is like, you guys are really, you're up for it, you know. You're definitely up for it. You know, that word says kind, but I thought it said king. So when I was saying, you know, the kings, besides meaning people and sometimes male, you know, male energy person, the kings are also somebody who's come a long way. They're not a page, they're not a knight, they're the king. They've progressed along their path to a point of I keep hearing the word superior, so maybe it's superior, but really, that's not what I'm trying to say. Just more experience, you know, they're further along. So I think it's telling you too that you being the king, you can handle this. Don't doubt yourself for a minute. You know, there's no reason to doubt yourself. It's almost like it's too good to be true, you know. Oh, now I'm getting that another old song about you're just too good to be true. Like Frankie Valli or somebody, too good to be true. Well, it's not too good to be true. Say yes. Don't, you know, let me write that down, too good to be true. Don't doubt that. Don't second guess yourself. You might have to pinch yourself. It's like, is this really happening? Because this looks so, so sweet. But this isn't, you've been planning for this for a long time. This isn't just some, I mean, some of you could be opening up a lottery, I suppose, but for the most part, I feel that you guys have really worked hard for it and really had to kind of fight your way. I'm hearing claw your way to the top, or claw your way to what you want to get. Okay, let's go ahead and look at your animal totem card. Yeah, before I do, let me just show you real quick, the celestial art is another thing that I'm doing. I hope it's going to show up. It looks like you can see the reflection on my camera. So this is some of the newer ones I've done. It's art with your chart, and the symbols are having to do with your rising sign, moon, and sun. And they're not always going to be the same. And the background image is a celestial image that has to do with your rising sun or moon. And these are the other one, the astroglyphs. And I've had a couple people that are telling me they're getting these tattooed, which I think is so awesome. Not that you would have to get it tattooed, but it's a personalized art, and I'm offering that on my site as well. So please do check it out, and the books and the decks, it's all there. Okay, let's run over and get that animal totem card for Aquarius friends. What is the animal totem card for the month of October for Aquarius? Well, that's too many. We got to just take one. I don't know if you can see it, a whole bunch fell out. Aquarius. The turtle. Turtle's a lot about stability. By the way, these are the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, which are my own creation and the Rockable Tarot deck. Okay, Gaia, Pachamama, Great Mother, Ancient Remnant of a Bygone Era, Knowledge of the Ancestor, Deliberate, Slow, and Steady Movement. Yeah, that's what I was feeling about, deliberate, slow, and steady movement. This didn't fall from the sky. The Strength card here, the Two of Rods, the Three of Rods, you know, you've put brick by brick, you've built this foundation for yourself against all odds in some ways, because you did it your way. Definitely, it's not about you know, doing things by the book. You definitely followed your intuition, you definitely colored outside the lines, and you definitely have done things your way, and now you have this foundation. I mean, the turtle is such a, I mean, of the sea. It goes in the water, so it's of two worlds. So it's intuition and earth, which is money, foundation. It's the perfect combination, and it has it's self-contained. It has everything it needs. It carries its home on its back. So that's really cool. I saw something about the turtle shells. I can't remember what it was. It was something about this being the same as, oh darn it, I don't know. If anybody knows, if anybody saw that, it was going around on social media. It was something about the turtle shells, the little sections, and it was the same as something in the universe. I'm not even sure what it was, but it was pretty cool. I meant to make a note of it, but you know how that goes. There's so many things running through your brain every day, and try to remember, and poof, it's gone. But anyways, thank you guys, everyone, so much for everything you do to support my channel. Don't forget UK and Germany, if you were wanting to get the t-shirts, they are available in the UK and Germany now, and I appreciate everything that you've done. So now for the patrons, Patreon, if you support me on Patreon for $8 a month, you will get this reading earlier than the general public. In addition, there will be another video, which I'm going to shoot right now, where I'm going to pull one of these story cards by Kathy Nichols that's going to complement this reading as well. So Patreon people, head over to Patreon to see the additional card being pulled. For the rest of you, thank you so much for everything that you do in the way of liking, sharing, commenting. The regular readings are free every month, as always. If you want to subscribe, you will never miss them. You can find my website in the eye in the sky or below, or just VickieReilly.com for all the goodies that I offer. Remember, you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a great month of October, and I'll speak to you soon.